Hello, 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 and welcome back to Division 2 of the Indian Racing League. And we are back with some racing action here at Monza. And before I move ahead, let me do a quick audio check, and I can hear myself. And with me on the comms box is, as always, Chips Kima. How are you doing, Chips? How's your weekend going? Yep, and a dry session, I believe, right now. We don't know how it is in the race, but so far a dry qualification. Wait, let me check. No, Chips, I don't think you're audible. You might have to check your audio settings. Alright, viewers who are joining us, if you can let us know whenever you can hear Chips. I'm sure you can hear me, but I do need a co-commentator, and Vicky has retired from the session, so I'm not sure if he's serving a qualifying ban or what. Uh, but let's see if he's looking to start from the back of the pit. Wait, let me check. No, Chips, I can't hear you. That is unfortunate news. You want to try looking at the party settings again? Try rejoining the party. Hi Stuart, welcome to the chat. Stuart, can you confirm if you can hear Chips or hear me? I'm. Hi Stuart, welcome to the chat. Stuart, can you confirm if you can hear? Just check your. Yeah, rejoin the party and just check. Let me also set the audio settings right. Alright, coming back to the action until my co-commentator figures his audio out. So let's see who's going to be crossing the line. Is it Abhishek has invalidated his lap time. He was the one who was going to cross the line, I believe. Now Srikanth Das should be the first person to cross the line. Let's see what kind of a benchmark he can set, and that's a 121.3. So a decent banker there from Srikanth Das. I can hear you. Stuart, can you hear Chips now? Wait, let me also check. Banker there from Srikanth Das. I can hear you. Stuart, can you hear Chips? No man, we can't hear you. ये क्या यूजर सेटिंग्स या कुछ just check your user settings once. Wait, let me check the broadcasting settings. Yeah, do that. Let me also just check the broadcast. Alright, sorry viewers for all the trouble. I believe Chips would be able to figure out his comms again. Chips, you can probably start another party, or let me add your other. Yeah, you can add your other account and probably join through that. All right, coming back, viewers, we missed a lot of action. There are a lot of times being put in by the drivers. Abhishek's finally not invalidating his time and putting up a 20.5. So that's certainly a brilliant time set in by him. And Redstone Derp at P2 taking the front row, just a couple of tenths behind him, or probably a 1.5 tenths. But we have a welcome visitor or a welcome driver who is coming back after quite a sabbatical, and that is Malav, our very own Malav Masi, or You Can Beat Me. Oh, alright, yeah, this looks much better. As you, Malav, just setting in a time 2 seconds off pace off the front row, but welcome back. Good to have you back. Hopefully, you can give us some comms as well for the Division 1 race tomorrow. As let's see, I have my Alchemist is on a fast lap, but his battery, he does have a lot of battery, but he's not deploying it, is it? Or is he going to start a new lap probably? From the looks of it, but not sure how. Why is his light flashing despite him having a lot of battery? So he's back into the pits. Ramen should be the next person to cross the line as Oxidize Race, the McLaren partner of Redstone Derp, has been able to join the session. So it's not a handicap race as Ramen puts in a 121 point something, half a second off the pace of the leaders right now, as we still have a lot of drivers who have not put in a lap time yet. And all those drivers, rest of the drivers back in the pits, just taking a bit of breathers before they come back. Sid Venkatesh is a driver who has probably no, I don't think he's going on another lap. He's probably going to be coming back to the pit. SSN looks like he is on a run. Is he? Alright, just navigating Ascari now, coming through to Parabolica or Alvareto, Curva de Alvareto, or I'm not sure how it is called now. Just misses the apex there, but still decent enough time. Has a bit of traffic up front, will he get a bit of shift speed from the driver? Entering the pit, that's a 120.9, puts himself, sees himself at P3. So second row for the Haas, that's a good lap time put in by him. As there's a McLaren of Redstone Derp who is going to start on his lap. So let's run on board with him and see what kind of lines he takes. Coming across full speed, 345 kilometers per hour, hitting, braking at the 100-meter board, probably just after the 100-meter board, slightly missing the apex of turn 1, but that should give him a good, still gets a good exit down to Curva de Grande, is it? So I'm not sure which one this is. Monza, not a really, I mean, he sets a purple sector 1, and Monza is a track where 70% of the time or 70% of the lap you're majorly on full throttle. So it is rightly called the Temple of Speed as he navigates the technical double right-hander or the Lesmos DRS wide open for him. This looks like a solid lap time. Let's see, purple sector 2 for Redstone, cuts the curve neatly and cleanly there, but not. Oh, I have to take my words back because I just saw that and he has invalidated his lap, so we might just have to go for another run and try snatch that pole from Abhishek. Srikanth Das has improved on his time, has he? And displaced himself, or is he now on a new? He's on a new run, I think. Not really improving on his time, so I think that's done. Alchemist, there's a Ferrari that's crossing the line, is going to start a lap, and there's an Aston Martin of Hershey that is also going to start a lap. So is that Abhishek just slightly improving ever so much and puts his car still at provisional pole but goes into the 119, thus the Alchemist has now taken the front row from Redstone Derp or P2. Chips. Malav, some predictions coming out for you. You'll DNF in lap 13. Let's see how true that holds. Let me figure out my Chips. Are you able to figure things out? Are you able to join the party, or do I have to share a party invite to you? Let me add you to this party. And I don't know if you have an invite. Can I send you an invite? Wait, Chips, I think I'm going to solve your... Chips, can you hear me? Hi, Chips, can you hear me?
Let me just check the stream.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, it is, yeah. Okay. So I believe I'm audible. Can somebody in the chat just confirm?
Yeah. Finally, Chips.
I am,
Sorry.
yeah?
Yes, you are. And there's been
Alright,
a lot of
so
delay.
just want to say apologies to everyone.
You're
That
in the
was a bit
session
of
as well,
a...
right?
Yeah, I am in the session. I'm spectating from here. So, yeah. Okay, at the start of the stream, Saurav asked me how I felt about Monza. So Monza is one of my favorite tracks, and I'm really looking forward to this race. I always look forward to Monza. Secondly, I was not able to follow majority of the session as I was figuring it out. So, can you just run me through what's happened?
So, yep, interesting times put in by the drivers. Alchemist is in the front row at the moment. The driver who we've seen generally at the back of the grid, he's put his car right up front, and Abhishek has put in a time in the 119. So there's a lot of pace amongst these drivers, and the midfield, as always, is very closely packed. So keep an eye out, and we
Redstone's on a
have...
lap. We can.
Yep.
Oh, Abhi's retired.
And we have
So,
and we also talked about Malav, our comeback
yes,
man
of course.
and driver come commentator for the Indian Racing League. But that again, as let's
So,
see, do
welcome back,
you
Malav.
Redstone? As I'm on board with Redstone, if you want
Yeah.
to take us through the rest of the lab chips, as he's put in a purple sector
So,
one.
approaching the second Lesmo, Redstone takes decent amount of curve, just keeps it within the confines of the track limits, and going underneath the old Monza banking there. As he ends sector 2, he is almost 4 tenths up. So, through a Scari, this is where Sebastian Vettel spun in 2019. This is not where Redstone's going to spin in season 8. Division 2 race. And approaching Parabolica, he has a bit of a tow from his teammate Oxidize, I believe. So that's good team play if it was synchronized that way. Through Parabolica and keeps it well within track limits. So that was not... I think he could have done a bit more aggressive, but as he crossed the line, it's a 120.0, about 1.5 tenth down on Abhishek's time.
Yep.
So that was a decent lap. We have multiple cars filing out on track right now, one of which is the Alchemist. currently P3. I think we last saw him in Miami, if I'm not wrong.
No,
Not
I
very
think we
sure.
did see him in Netherlands as well. Yeah, even I'm not very
Not
sure,
very sure. I
but
don't think he
I
was
do
there for
remember
Netherlands.
seeing him at the back of the grid in Netherlands. But anyway, good to have him back again. Hopefully,
Yes.
he's up in P3, so that we should expect a good race from him. Is Captain Sandhu unlikely, very unlikely of him to not go in the
Um,
as URL Pradeep has just
yeah.
stopped on the track.
And Oxidize, I believe, does Oxidize have a quali ban or something?
No,
If I'm
I
not
did
wrong, two
see him
people
come
have
out on
quali
track,
bans.
so
Yeah,
not
he's
sure
just
what's
coming
the
out, so
situation there.
yeah, a bit unsure there. We have
Let's
Thakurva, who's just started a lap, I believe. So, who should we focus on? This is the dying stages of qualifying.
yeah,
So we have a
let's
yellow flag ahead. Is that for a slow-moving Alfa Romeo of? I believe it has to be Malav Masi there. If you can beat me. So Thakurva not improving. Is down by 200ths. I'll never say never. He can always salvage it through the middle sector. And are you on board with him?
not really right now, but I can go on board you and you can take our
Nah,
viewers through the
we
rest
can
of the
go
lab.
through the others. I think it's Abhishek's who we should focus on, who's just approaching Parabolica. So
Abhishek is on an
he
out lap
has.
right now, so he should be starting all these
He's just
drivers.
about to. He's at Parabolica. He's about to start his lap.
Yep. Okay, you want me to take
So
you want us to take just why don't you take us through Abhishek's lap?
yeah, so starting the lap, DRS wide open, approaching upwards of 340, almost 350 kph, and into the first chicane. This is called the Retifilio, and he takes it quite comfortably. He seems to be well in control of his car. So through the Curva Grande there, he he seems to have his setup all figured out, and as he ends sector 1, he's a 10th up on his time. This is looking promising for him. Through the Della Rogia chicane, I'm not sure, I didn't see his earlier lap, so I can't comment on it, but through Lesmo 1, he carries a lot of speed into the corner. So, and Lesmo 2, let's just have a look at that. He's using almost all the track available to him, DRS wide open, so Abhishek is a man on a mission right now in the Ferrari in front of the home crowd at Monza. He wants to deliver a good result, and he is currently looking set for it. 1.5 tenths, almost 1.5 tenths up through a scurry. Oh, he's gone a bit deep there, and he
Oh,
has
and
spun.
oh yeah, just
Oh my! I think that was. I may
going
have
on to the limits
given him a bit
of
of a
finding the
commentator's curse
limits of
there.
just trying to find the limits of his car as URL Pradeep is now going to cross the line. Let's see what kind of time. Oh, and he goes back into the pits, I believe. So
We have
doesn't want to
Alchemist on a
really
lap.
put it.
Just started
Yep.
his lap. Alchemist.
I'm going to now see whoever's crossing the line, Chips. So I'm going to
All
go
right.
on
So
those
I believe
drivers.
it's
Alpha Tauri of Malav, who is
Abhishek's.
improving by
Yeah.
8 tenths on his time, close to 8 tenths, or let's call it 7 tenths, right to the end of sector 2. As now he approaches the final corner. Let's see
Could he back P10?
what
Do you
kind
think?
of time can he put that could put him up
I think
into P10.
it's gonna just fall short, or is he?
Oh, yes, he
Yeah, he's
does
gonna
fall
just
short
he's
as
gonna fall
there is
short by
the
5 tenths.
Haas of Sid Venkatesh who's come back in the pits and SSN
We have a
not really
McLaren
improved
crossing
on
the line. Oxidize goes P3. Wow. And we have GRL
and
Mosquito
Mosquito
going
as
P12.
P12.
Oh,
So,
bit of a sad one there for him. We
yep,
have
Hershey.
Hershey crossing the line. Yeah, and behind him is a Red Bull. I think that is vintage. Yeah, that's vintage player. So
And he's gone
Hershey
back in the pits.
improves and
And
goes P4. Vintage comes into the pits. We have Alpine, who's Ramin, who's gone wide and invalidated. Behind him, Srikandas, who's also invalidated. And what about the Alchemist?
there is a
Did
Ferrari
he not
now.
improve?
No,
I didn't follow that.
yep, I
But
think he didn't improve as much. He did improve on his time, yes, he did, but it was just by a few hundreds, I believe. Uh, so, yep, that is pretty much end of qualifying, and that's the great for you, ladies and gentlemen. Abhishek's taking that pole position, completing the front row is Redstone up in the McLaren with some support or with his teammate at it P3, so the McLarens can put up a good strategy game and see what they can do against the Ferraris. as the game has decided to move to the next phase before we can go on to the rest of the bits.
Yeah. So nonetheless, it was a decent qualifying. I'm actually looking forward to see how the McLaren strategy Plays out. If the two are going to plan to work together, I'm actually very surprised with Alchemist, who's shown some very good pace and is currently P5. And P5 is not the worst place to start at Monza, slipstream heaven.
Yep, as P4, Hershey, Alchemist, Sid, Thakurva, SSN, Vintage Player, and Ramen occupying, rounding up the top 10. Shrikant, GRL, Mosquito, and You Can Beat Me, the only other drivers who put up a time on board. Abhi, Wicked Vicky, Yuval Pradeep, Captain Sandhu, Kalyan Verma, and Abdul Samad, all not having put in a time here. So let's see what kind of strategy they put and they go on in the game. And as much as in real life, I believe it's a medium to soft strategy here. Not sure what the game is going to offer, but what kind of strategies are you expecting to play out here, Chips?
I'm certainly expecting somebody to take a gamble on the hard tires, but I do expect the front runners at least to play it safe. And oh, it's overcast.
Oh, yeah,
So I
it is.
expect the front runners to play it safe, not take too many risks. So I'm expecting a normal soft to medium strategy, but as we have seen in throughout these races, you never really know until the end.
Oh
We
yeah,
could see
soft to
a
medium.
very late strategy change.
Is it doable around this track in the game as well? Soft to medium,
You
because
need a
I
bit
believe
of tire conservation.
yep, softs. I don't believe the softs to be a good racing tire in this game at all, unless you have just last 6 laps to go. That's probably when you can think of putting
I
the
think it
softs
depends on the
on.
track as well.
Yeah, it does probably, but yeah, that's I'm more inclined to believe. I
Let's
don't
have a
I
look
have that.
at who's gone on what tire. So I can see
Yeah.
somebody on the mediums. All right, the entire field is on mediums,
One on the hard. So
apart from Abdul Samad.
Abdul Samad is on the hard. So he's just okay. No telemetry for the race.
Yeah, of course.
1 minute.
So,
I'm just going to mute myself. I'm just getting a call. Sorry,
all right,
viewers.
that's no problem. So
Okay, it's
we have the
gone.
cars
Anyway.
slowly making their way. Oh, we have URL Pradeep who's had a spin, had a moment. He was doing donuts
Hopefully he
on
doesn't get
the wet straight.
disqualified for being too
Yeah, I
slow.
do hope so. So, no, I think he is in control of his car. Yeah, Abdul Samad, unlike last weekend, is in control of his car at the moment. I hope,
Yes.
unlike Spa, sorry. Yeah, so
Yes.
Abhishek's actually he's going at quite a rapid pace right now. Um, the rest of the field is bunching up and he is just pulling away. It is understandable for URL Pradeep because he has to catch up, but look at Abhishek, he's just flying right now.
Yeah, and
He
he
can
might
calm
just
down.
have to slow down before
Yeah,
he.
do tire temps drop on the grid?
Yeah, I don't know. So if they don't, then it's good for him. But if they do, then he might have to slow down, and slowing down again would mean dropping the tire temps. But Redstone Dub should be really picking up pace, and the rest of the drivers to catch up to
I
him.
think it's more oxidized than Redstone. Redstone is maintaining a decent gap. Sorry, Oxidized is maintaining a decent gap to Redstone.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Yep.
Redstone, everyone's in their own right to drive as fast as they want to. So the game is saying we'll get a medium to hard. And why is it giving us a soft strategy at all? There's nobody on the softs. So nonetheless, I think Pradeep is going to be the last car. I think he's had to play catch up the entire lap. So I'm not sure how his tires will be.
I
What
think
situation, what
they'll be
condition.
good in a good condition. I think come up to temperatures. So I'd really prefer having a fast final sector, and so that I have
Yeah.
some warm tires so that I can go there. But let's see
So I'll
how
let you know. Yeah.
the
When the
treacherous
last car
turn
approaches the
one,
grid.
yeah, treacherous turn one
So
of
all right, we
Monza.
have
How
one
many victims do we have
disqualification.
there?
We have two
A lot of
three
Kalyan one.
disqualifications, but the last car is on the grid right now. So you can switch to the cinematic. Should I take them through?
Yeah,
Will you take
go
them?
for it, Chips.
So we have 5 lights ahead of the drivers. And it's a lights out and away we go. Redstone gets a decent start. Abhishek gets a decent start as well. But further back we have Oxidize not getting a good start yet again. Alchemist rockets up into P3. And Redstone is battling Abhishek into turn 1. And Abhishek is... Oh, Redstone's been spun! Ramen has... Oh, he just emerged in front of me. We have multiple incidents going on. But we have Redstone derp down in P9. We have drivers getting penalties left, right and center. But yeah, in all of this, Abhishek is P1, Sid Venkatesh is P2. That is chaotic as anything. We have a lot of battles going up and down the field. Oh, I saw an Alfa Romeo and an Alpine very close there. But yeah, Redstone, I believe, was taken out by Ramen.
I think it was the Aston Martin. It was the Aston Martin of Hershey, I believe. I think that's where. And then Hershey got tagged along with Abhi and turned into a big mess there, I believe. So let's see how this pans out. But Abhishek has made a 2.5-second lead because of the mess that happened behind. Now Sid Venkatesh is on a mission to get that lead, pull that lead back, and as all these. Yep,
Alchemist is gaining.
Yep, he's hot on Sid Venkatesh. So I don't know what kind of setups are they running, or Alchemist is in full deployment of his battery as he sets a fine and he goes side by side, tries to make the move on Sid Venkatesh, easily makes the move on Sid before the braking zone. So a good move, and both the Haas's find themselves up in top positions as Srikandas just outbreaks himself and misses misses turn 1 completely and losing a lot of positions there.
Redstone making a move on GRL Mosquito there. So we had Redstone, Srikandas and Redstone, Srikandas and Mosquito 3 wide down the main straight. That was really chaotic. We have Malav Masi there. You can beat me overtaking Srikandas. That is a decent overtake. And yeah, so let me just confirm, Hershey has not boxed, so I don't think he has front wing damage. So as of now, yeah, it's been relatively straightforward for them. Alchemist is gaining on Abhishek, and he has already gotten outside the DRS range of Sid Venkatesh. So Alchemist is a man on a mission.
Yeah, he is, and I am right now super eager, super poised to look at how he is deploying his battery and turn the telemetry on, but I won't do that because it really feels to me that he is really deploying a lot of battery. But let's see what kind of speed and what kind of inroads he makes. Look at the amount of time he's gaining inroads on Abhishek in the straight. So that is definitely some setup, low zero wing setup that he probably is running, because that is definitely a lot of pace for him on the straights. But even Abhishek, for that matter, is fairly running a decent setup there as Srikandas and You Can't Beat Me have.
You Can Beat Me, yeah.
Was that a dive, incoming dive from
Captain Sandhu looking to make a move on You Can Beat Me there through the Curva Grande with Slipstream. Srikandas not exactly pulling away, but Captain Sandhu making a move around the outside, which will become the inside, and You Can Beat Me does fight it. They're side by side, and You Can Beat Me has to.
And he loses. Is he going to allow the position to?
Who's that? Kalyan Verma.
Yep. But Vintage player makes a move on while everything that was happening up front. Vintage player makes a move on Kalyan Verma, and he gets that position as.
And we have Oxidize very close to SSN in chasing down that P4. And we have Sid Venkatesh not exactly. Yeah, Sid's not been able to keep up. Sid's fallen back. SSN is. Oh, and it's Oxidize making a move. Oxidize around the outside of Parabolica. It's a risky move. He is gonna get DRS. We have a yellow flag. We have Kalyan Verma out.
At the exit of Askari, yes, that is a safety car. Yep, that is a safety car.
Alright, so is anyone gonna pit? We have Ramen deciding not to pit.
Slow down.
Anyone gonna pit? I don't think it's makes any sense, but yeah, okay. So You Can Beat Me is gonna pit, as is Vintage player, and no one else is gonna pit. So
I think Vintage player, did he have a bit of damage?
Let me just check. So Vintage player having to change his front wing,
and so is You Can Beat Me.
You Can Beat Me not.
So he's just coming on to the set of hard tires and probably see how that pans out. The track does look very slippery to me right now at this moment, but I don't know
It's
how the weather is
overcast.
going to pay out. But looking at the speeds that these guys have got, yeah, I mean slippery, greasy in terms of, I mean not wet slippery per se, but a bit greasy. Anyway, let's see what kind of. I don't know what the weather is like, but looking at the downforce and the setups of these drivers, it pretty much looks like an overcast session. They were touching three speeds of 345 at the straight, so let's see. We'll
Yeah, I don't
probably
think it's
find
gonna
out.
become a rainy session.
Yep, and that is, and to be honest, Chips, I did see the red
We
light
have a
of.
bunch up behind with who is that? Harshi, Pradeep, and Abdul. What's going on here? They're driving at 120 kph. So look at this 12 seconds gap. Something has gone on over here between them. But yeah, sorry, you were saying. Oh, we have Raman with a penalty.
Yeah, so Alchemist, a blessing in disguise for him. I did see his red light
Yeah.
flashing, so he was deploying a lot of battery there. So now he can recover all his battery that he's deployed and will come back at 100%. But coming back, and I'm just too curious to see why these drivers are pitting. Oh, Vintage player gets a
Vintage
drive-through penalty.
player! Oh, and
Oh,
he can't serve it, of course, under the safety car. But he is gonna come back into the pits. Um, why is he doing that? Vintage, yeah, he's gonna have to box, and what's he gonna box onto? He's
coming
gonna
on a
go
set of
on to
soft
the
or
medium
mediums.
tire, used medium tire. So, was that part of his strategy? I'm not sure. But I don't
Anyway,
think that
probably
is.
he reverted back to his old same strategy. He'll come back on a set of hards or soft tires towards the end of the race. Probably that's what he must
Uh,
be thinking, coming back and
yeah,
not being slow in these initial laps on the hard tires. But that drive-through is not going to help his
help him
cause
out.
in any manner whatsoever. As but I'm just
At the moment, we have only two drivers with penalties. Of course, Vintage with the drive-through, and we have Raman with 15 seconds of penalties. He
my
got a
God.
10 second for cutting the first corner, and then 5 seconds for speeding the pit lane. So that's gonna hamper all his
Yep.
progress.
Monza turn one mess. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's claimed another victim. And
As
just to
vintage.
mention, we have had two drivers who have had absolute torrid luck this season. It's Redstone and Thakurva, who are currently running P7 and P8. Neither of them have had really good times in the races, and while both of them have the speed, they've just not been able to get the
And
luck on their side.
and you might probably want to add vintage player's name as well to that list
Yeah,
because that he a driver who's also got a decent amount of pace and he who generally you can see him challenging for podium positions, but that has really been missing throughout the course of this season, or as much as we've
last few races.
completed
Yeah.
the season.
So if
But
you were there, I believe you were in the race last season,
oh
Division
yeah,
2 Monza. So,
oh
all
yes,
right, yeah, you have
absolutely,
had a run in. Yeah, it was you who had the run in with vintage players.
yes.
So, just forgive me for my mishap there.
not
So,
not not
yeah,
the best of
vintage.
memories for me at that
Yeah,
time.
not fond memories for you, but yeah, vintage last season was fighting with a certain easy level bot for the win on the penultimate, on the final lap. Actually, it was. I remember that I was doing comms,
Yep.
and so I believe we should have the safety car in this lap.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
entire field has caught up, and vintage is also gonna do the same. And yeah, the drive-through is of course gonna hamper his progress. But yeah, let's just go on board with Abhishek's, or should we go on board with the Alchemist? Safety car isn't gonna be in this lap, so this is crucial for Abhishek's to get a good restart because Alchemist was absolutely rapid. He pulled away, I believe it was 2.5 seconds from Sid Venkatesh within, I think it was 3 laps of overtaking him. So Alchemist has some serious pace, which is gonna certainly make Abhishek take notice. So as they all file towards Parabolica, it is of course the drivers are sneaking around, warming their tires, and let's just go on board with Alchemist maybe. So Approaching Parabolic, it is going to be crucial
And
for
he has
Alchemist to know
gone.
when Abhishek is going to go, and he's gone. So Alchemist not exactly getting the best of restarts there. And Abhishek's having
Abhishek's
a bit of a
getting a bit
slide.
squirrely up and he cold
Yeah,
tires
and
and
as
he
he
went
crosses
for
the line,
foot.
Alchemist is gaining, and he's really gaining, and Sid Venkatesh is far behind. So is Alchemist going to make a move into turn 1? Is he going to be late on the brakes? He is late on the brakes, but he could not
But
make the move there.
yeah,
But
Abhishek's
Abhishek does
defending
not
the
get a very
middle
good
of the
exit
track.
out of that corner. Oh, Alchemist for the moment. Sid Venkatesh is looking feisty. Now he's got the opportunity. He's gonna send one down the inside. Alchemist is gonna defend it, but for how much longer? Alchemist, is he gonna outbreak Sid? He has the inside line. They're side by side. Oh, Alchemist is sliding. I don't think he
Yep.
has his rear tires warmed up as of
Super
now.
super late on those brakes. As let's see what's
Yeah,
happening
Delarogia
behind
was
all those drivers. As side by side go the Ferrari
Thakurva
and the Alfa
Shikandas.
Romeo of Srikandas and the Ferrari of Thakurva. Thakurva makes the move through,
Oh,
but
Shikandas and
Srikandas wants to
Thakurva
come
make
back and both
contact.
make
Shikandas is
contact.
round.
Oh, not the best of places to make a move there, and
Oh, that
that is
was...
definitely
And
going to be
Thakurva,
under Stewart's investigation. So for
once
sure, and
again, Thakurva's
Thakurva
bad
would
luck
be
is...
continuing.
Yeah. Oh, we have a yellow flag for Vintage. I think he had a spin there, but yeah, we had a Ferrari and Alfa Romeo battles going up and down the field.
But I think this is
But yeah,
Oxidize who's at the
Abhishek's
back of SSN. Is he who is challenging?
and Mosquito right behind Oxidize as well. So, but Oxidize, of course, is that much closer. Oxidize, is he gonna make a move? Is he gonna send one down the inside? No, he is not. But SSN makes contact, or oh, was that lag? I think
I
that
don't
was
know
lag.
what that was. Whether
That
he
was
missed
spectator
his
lag, but that
breaking
was
point.
scary. But Redstone
Yeah.
making a move on Mosquito, and Redstone's fast. And I believe Oxidize is gonna make way for his teammate. Let's see. To the
Yes,
cover ground, yeah,
he
Oxidize is
is.
moving out of the way. So that is very nice of him. So Oxidize is James going on in the McLaren box there. And Redstone back into P5, but of course he could have been fighting for the lead. So considering the absolute hit he got at the rear, I'm not sure. We can't really see, but do you think he has rear wing damage or bodywork damage?
Who?
Redstone?
No, I don't think. I think that was just a slight bit of tap from the Aston Martin of Hershey at turn 1, lap 1. Don't think would have
But
caused him enough damage there, but you never know with this game. As
so
the
we have
McLarens are
Thakurva
now.
who's pitted for the hard tires. Interesting, while Srikandas stays out. So I would have expected Srikandas to pit because I believe his front wing would be in shambles. So DRS is enabled once again. This is gonna give the entire train behind Sid Venkatesh, which is SSN, Redstone, Oxidize, Wicked Wiki, Captain Sandhu, Hershey. Oh, we have somebody's pitted.
Oh.
Mosquito's retired in the pits.
I don't know what happened there.
That's
So-
all right. But why has he decided to retire?
I'm
Has he
not
had
sure
enough?
because
Redstone right behind SSN. Redstone making a move around the outside of the Curva Grande on the Haas car, and Redstone is passed before they even get to the Delaroge chicane. Redstone has a lot of pace, and Redstone is gonna put everyone. He's gonna make everyone take notice of him. Redstone gonna set up to Sid Venkatesh now. Mosquitoes get possession, so
splitting
unsure
the
what's happened
Haas
there.
there.
Thakurva pitting again. I'm not sure why, but Abhishek's 1.3 seconds in the lead. Alchemist slowly gaining. I don't know their battery situation, and I don't think I should comment on it even if I know.
I
But
don't
yeah,
think
Redstone.
he has a lot of battery. What I can see on the
Yeah, he's
dash
falling back.
of Alchemist, I don't think he has
Oxford
any
making a move on
battery to play
SSN.
with.
And he has made it. So is that power play by SSN to get DRS? Now SSN is going to send it down the inside at Parabolica, but Oxidize has the superior grip and he is fast. So who's going to get DRS between the two of them? Neither actually. Why does neither of them have DRS?
Probably they were side by
Side
side at
Redstone
the
making a move
detection
on
line.
Sid, and Sid is powerless to defend that. Sid had absolutely nothing against Redstone there. I think Redstone just has the superior straight line speed setup, and we have SSN right hot on the heels of Oxidize making a move. got out the slipstream way too early, I feel.
URL Pradeep
He
and
could have stayed
Shrikant
in the
Das
slipstream.
also going close together at turn 1, across the turn 1 chicane.
And they
URL
made contact there, I think.
just slight bit
And
of
Pradeep
contact, and
spins!
Pradeep has
Pradeep
spun it.
loses front wing.
Oh,
Oh
no, that's
no.
very super. Oh, and
Williams
Sid
Mechanics not
Venkatesh
happy,
and
and Sid and
Oxidize Rage
Oxidize.
are going together.
This is an incredible battle between the
McLarens
Sid.
and the Haas. It's a great battle
Yes,
between
Sid
these
might get
four
overtaken by
drivers.
two McLarens in the span of a single, within 2 sectors actually. Look at Oxidize, how he gains through Ascari. It's going to be very difficult for him to overtake here.
Redstone has left the
Redstone's left the
session.
session.
No, this game
Oh
probably
my,
crashed.
that
Hopefully he
is
can join back. But
painful.
this
Let
will
me just
give
invite,
Sid
while
the
who has won?
DRS.
That's
Captain Sandhu. I think he
Captain
has.
Sandhu.
Yes, I
Yeah, it's
think
Captain Sandhu.
he had a major moment there. But Sid will get the DRS assist because of the slow AI of. Really, he
I've
does
sent
get
an
the DRS.
invite
No,
to him,
I
but
don't
Oxford
think
is
he.
making a move on Sid.
Yeah,
Oxford is sending one
doesn't
down
have the
the
DRS.
inside. Sid, can he defend? Sid could not defend that, and we have a Alpine sending one down the inside. SSN breaking his front wing because he had to run into the back of Sid there. Wicked Vicky with a colossal dive bomb there. Wow, what's that gonna be?
I don't know. Hopefully, the
Wow.
drivers just saw that and they could make their way
Yeah,
out
Redstone
of it.
joined back into 7th place. Redstone. Painful as usual.
As Wicked Vicky has spun
And
his
SSN
car around.
Yeah, Wicked Vicky after that incredible dive bomb is now driving the wrong way. Please don't drive the wrong way for too long and start moving. Yeah, Wicked Vicky. I think SSN not going to be very good friends with him at the moment. Pradeep pits for softs, so going aggressive. Expects a safety car, I believe. Alchemist in P2 is there or thereabouts. He's not lost too much time. I don't think he has the battery because his red light is blinking. And while Abhishek's rear, his red light is not.
No,
So
he's got more than
Alchemist,
50% battery, Abhishek. He's carrying a lot of battery.
I think Alchemist has nothing, but he's still using the few fragments of ERS which he has left. Hershey making a move on SSN, or I think SSN is gonna box. Yes, SSN is gonna box. So Hershey up into P5. Yeah, he was back of the grid, I believe. On lap 1 or lap 2 it was, but yeah. Alright, Abdul Samad back of the grid is now P9. Of course he's not stopped yet, but so have a lot of drivers have not made a stop yet. And yeah, props to Abdul, who's kept it clean. And Abhi meanwhile has not got a very good run out of the out of turn 2 there. I don't remember the name, but yeah, the field is decently spaced out as of now. We have Wicked Vicky in the pits. SSN who's just exited the pits. So everyone on the hard tires apart from Pradeep, who've pitted are on the hard tires apart from Pradeep there. So what do you make of that?
Soft tires, I'm not sure. It's a very risky bet that he's taken. So, like I told you earlier, I mean, softs are not my choice of tire ever in a race, unless it's the fag end of the race. But let's see what kind of tire management and strategy works out for him.
Nice battle between Raman, Abhi and Abdul, who are within each other's DRS. So we have Alchemist in the pits. Alright, let me just follow that while you can follow Abdul, Abhi and Raman. So Alchemist and Oxidize both pit. Actually, I think we should follow this.
A lot of drivers have pit there. Even Hershey pits.
So I think everyone's going to go into the hearts. They are almost at half race distance.
Yep, I think hard should be the right way to go here as Abhi looks for a move. The Alpine into turn 1, but nothing doing there. Just following suit.
Close.
Yep, they came in close, but Abhi still managing to keep behind and right now still going on prolonging his stint and whatever he can.
Everyone pitted has gone on to the hard tires. And yeah, it's... Oh, we have a yellow flag for who's that? It's a
McLaren or the Haas?
No, it's a stray yellow flag. Was it the Alchemist? I think it was Alchemist. Yeah, who's trying to warm up his tires.
That's barely moving. I think it was SSN. Was it? And there is another car.
No, SSN was too far back.
I think those were cold tires of McLaren or some car there. So I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
But let's see the gap that the leaders have. Abhishek has a 16 or a who's pit next? I
Abhishek
think
is
it was
gonna
a
box.
30-second
All
gap. So
right.
I think he has
So
got a good gap behind him. So let's see.
so
I think
if you remember last year's real life race, the undercut played out better for the for the drivers there.
as
So let's see. Redstone stays out,
as
and I
Raman
want to
and
see where
Abhi,
Alchemist
sorry to
comes
cut
out.
you there. Yeah, Raman and Abhi was side by side through Parabolica, and Abhi makes the move
Look at
with the
Raman
DRS, but Raman wants to come back at him, pulls
into
along
turn
on the
one,
inside,
late braking,
braking for both these drivers, both
and
giving each other
and
enough
Abdul
space.
is involved
Abdul
as well,
Samad wants to get
and he
involved,
makes a
goes on the
fantastic
outside of.
move around the outside of turn two.
Yup, he
Wow,
does. He just makes the
Abdul.
most of that situation and gains a position there. So these hard runners are there, right up there, and they will probably be traffic for Abhishek and Alchemist, who has just come 5 seconds behind as Abhishek and Shrikant Das side by side across turn
Oh,
3 and 4. Abhishek has to take the escape route
Shrikant
or
was doing a
half of
good
the
job
escape
there,
route,
helping
jumping
out his
onto the
alpha
side.
teammate.
Yup, he is, and Alchemist has caught up by 2 seconds there.
He's caught up
So,
massively. He's gaining. This
but
is like Checo Perez at Abu Dhabi.
Abhishek,
Look how Shrikant is squeezing Abhishek.
he's
Oh, this
not making it
is
easy for him at all, and
borderline
Abhishek is
risky.
now. Abhishek
Look
goes on
at
his head, but
Alchemist. Alchemist is just 2 seconds down. You can beat me gets a penalty, but wow, Shrikant Das doing the absolute Checo Perez strat over there. Abdul getting past Raman. Um, and Redstone in the pits. So Redstone, is this gonna promote Abdul into the lead? I think it is. Yeah, Abdul's in the
yo,
lead.
wow, it's so good to see Abdul
Wow.
as
But yeah,
the
look at Shrikant
race
Das
leader.
and Abhishek.
Shrikant, yep,
And look at
Abhishek's now side by
Alchemist
side.
1.2 behind. He's on fastest lap. Oh, this is crazy. And Shrikant Das has to let Abhishek go. Of course, he doesn't have the pace to defend, but he is trying to outbreak. So
Yep,
what's Shrikant Das?
but
I believe he's going to move
Ab-
out of the way now.
hopefully he does. Abhishek's defending the middle of the track rightly there, and Hershey and Sid
Oh, we have
Venkatesh were
spinner
there who were coming
Harshi.
together. Hershey skipped, missed the braking of turn 1
Shrikant
and
Das
had
is
to
still
take the
ahead
escape
for
route.
the time being. So is Alchemist, does Alchemist want DRS? I think he does. So Alchemist would really appreciate if Shrikant moves out sooner than later.
Yeah, and
And
they
through the
shouldn't be fighting
second
each other
DRS
at this
zone.
moment
And
as
Shrikant
Shrikant hopefully moves out, but
is
he's
giving him
looking
slipstream DRS
rather
and moving out of
defensive.
the way.
Yeah, he
That
is. Now
was
the Alfa Romeo is
hotel room
exchanging those.
service.
Yeah, that. Let's see. Now that
That's
gap is back at 1.5 after the pits
yeah.
chips.
So I think it was Alchemist who had a moment there
Yeah,
when we saw that
those
stray
yellow
yellow flag.
flags. Yep. I think it
Yeah.
was the Alchemist probably who lost a lot of time and ground there. Now
So
Shrikant Das would be taking the DRS from him as
oh,
Abhi
Abhi
has
in the
come into the
pits.
pits on after doing 14 laps on those medium tires, or rather 15 laps on those
Abhi,
medium
of
tires.
course, on those hards. So
And the two
Shrikant Das
Alpha
getting
Tauris
DRS
are
from
running in formation together, and Mala with his
yeah.
comeback
It would have
race
been oh,
can.
what's happened to Raman? Raman, did he have a moment at Redifilio? Because Abdul,
Okay.
I believe they are battling because Abdul was in the lead. Yeah, just remember that. So Abdul and Raman embroiled in a battle of their own, the hard tire runners. And
Yeah, it's
Abdul
just
is on the same tires he started the race on, while Raman is on slightly fresher hard tires. I'm not sure how it's gonna play out for them. But yeah, Abhishek's gaining on You Can Beat Me at a very rapid rate. And is You Can Beat Me gonna make a move on Abdul?
I think there he's a
Bit too
few
far back.
or both these drivers are few car lengths behind to make any kind of
We
moves.
have
But
Captain Sandhu
what they
right
really
behind
need
Abhi.
to,
Captain Sandhu making a move into the first Lesmo, and Captain Sandhu sends one down the inside. Abhi tries to defend, but I think on those fresh hot tires which are not up to temperature, he will struggle a bit to defend. But nonetheless, Captain Sandhu has not had a very good weekend as of now. He's P12. He's scoring a point as per RL standards. Abdul he's in the slipstream. He's in the DRS. He's deploying battery. Is he going to make a move? We have a yellow flag for who's that? Is that
McLaren,
Oxidize?
I think,
Yes,
McLaren
Oxidize.
of Redstone Derp, is it? Or Oxidized?
No, it's
It is
Oxidize. It's
Oxidized.
Oxidize. Oh, painful for Oxidize. Redstone gets the fastest lap. while Abdul is looking to make a move on Raman for the lead, mind you. Although Abdul does have to pit, so
All
yeah,
the top
Oxida
three
is
have to pit, still to pit, I think. Oh no,
yeah,
Malav,
and
you can beat
Thakurova
me
as well.
still need not pit. I think he started on the mediums and is on the hard tires. So if he can manage his
But his
tires
hard
and
tires are
take it to
13
the
laps
end,
old,
yep, probably
so
a safety
I
car
don't
would
think
help
none of them can make it to the finish. I think
No, don't you think so? These tires can't do 22 laps.
22 laps is it's gonna be borderline. I think they run out
23
of
laps.
steam at about 21st or 22nd lap, so taking them to 27th lap is gonna be a bit of a challenge. I feel they're gonna
Okay.
be
Oh,
banking on safety cars,
all right.
and Raman has run
Raman
wide.
goes very wide. Yep,
Yeah,
Raman goes very wide
Abdul
there, which gives Abdul the opportunity to
just needs to
line
hold
him
on.
up.
He's gonna get DRS.
He just needs to
Yeah,
get a better exit than Raman there, and let's see what
which
kind of.
he
Raman
sort of
runs
does because
wide, gone very
Raman is
wide
running on
there. I
the
think he just missed. I think
yeah
that is
ancient
those.
Monza layout. You can beat me right behind Abdul. Is he gonna make a move on Abdul here?
Or are
You can
both
beat me
Alpha Tauri is going to make a move on
on his
Raman?
comeback
No,
race. You can
nothing
beat me
doing.
taking it simple. Now Abdul, is he moving out of the way to let you can beat me go, or did he get wheel spin?
Yep.
No, you can beat me up into P2. So I believe you can. They are. I believe they are in party chat. They are gonna coordinate it well. So you can beat me. That's a bit of a lag on my screen, I think. But Raman is taking very weird lines through every corner he goes through. Abhishek's 1.5 seconds behind Abdul.
Yep, he is, and
Alright, so
Alchemist has fallen back, and he might, and
I
Shrikant
believe he's out of
Das
battery.
is probably going
Has
for
held
a
on.
medium to soft strategy. I think that's everything that I can make out of his situation,
Yeah,
but
his
he's
tires
losing a
must be
lot of
short
pace.
right now.
Yeah, should be losing
Abdul right
pace.
behind. You can beat me. You can beat me not that far behind from Raman either. And Abhishek's is gaining on all of them. So you can beat me. What kind of exit will he get out of the final corner? Parabolica, the very famous Parabolica. And he gets a decent exit, but and he is gaining on Raman as well. And with DRS, I think it's going to be a straightforward move for You Can Beat Me. We have a Ferrari coming out of the pits there. Oh, that was very close. Thankfully for ghosting. And You Can Beat Me making a move, and he is into the lead. But Raman cuts the corner. That was dicey there, but yeah, You Can Beat Me into the lead. Abdul and Raman making slight contact there. The ghosted Ferrari, the lapped Ferrari of Thakurova is in front of his teammate, and Raman looking to make a move around the outside into the. Oh, this is very risky, and You Can Beat Me sees the position without too much hassle. So I don't think he's got his confidence back yet. Maybe a few more races, and he should have it.
Yeah,
But yeah, that
nonetheless,
was true Delaroche.
he is fairly a cautious driver. He doesn't really
Yeah,
get himself involved in too many entanglements and would rather
skirmishes.
cede the position. But he would also get DRS. Meanwhile, even so does Abhishek
Abhishek is
on
past Abdul.
Abdul Samad,
All
and he
right,
is past
this is
Abdul,
raising
and
the
he
stakes
is.
even higher. Oh, You Can Beat Me gets a massive moment through Ascari, and Abhishek is right behind, and he is gonna make a move, and he is past. So You Can Beat Me. Is he gonna be able to stick with Abhishek?
Is this the time?
Risky,
Is this
but
the sign? Is this the
yeah,
time
and
to box
Thakurva's
for
lapped
a?
Ferrari
No,
going
I don't
through
think
the yeah.
there is an AlphaTauri boxing, and that is the AlphaTauri of Abdul Samad, who has come into the pits
So
for a
softs or mediums? What do you
set
say?
of mediums, I believe, or probably softs can also do that.
Let me keep an eye on
As
that.
You can beat me, just misses his braking and spins his car around. Probably just that ghosted car of Thakurva wasn't really helping his purpose, and he has lost that position to the Alchemist, who is now 3 seconds behind Abhishek. So Abhishek has really picked
Slowly
up a
gaining.
lot of pace.
Abdul on the softs, meanwhile, just to mention, in case I forget, Abhishek's right behind Raman. Raman's really holding up Abhishek, which is gonna give Alchemist some reason to catch up. And he is. Look, he's gained a tenth. He's gained almost
Yep.
two. He's gained 2 tenths. He's gained. He's gaining a lot of time. And Abhishek's. Is he gonna make a move down the inside? before Ascari, and Raman tries to battle it, but he is powerless to defend, or is he? He will get DRS down the main straight provided he can stick with Abhishek. And Raman has been very rapid. He's been making very aggressive moves the entire race.
And the lap car
Alchemist
of
has
Thakurva is there everywhere. So
yeah.
this
Raman
probably
could not do much.
could be a hindrance to the drivers behind, especially
he does have DRS
Raman.
though, so let's just keep an eye on that. Raman has made some very aggressive moves this race. Is he going to make one on Abhishek? He seems to be making one. Shrikant Das in the pits. Raman, oh, that was decent, but Abhishek has a very poor line through turn 1 and turn 2. He's lost some time there to Alchemist, who's now 1.8 seconds behind. So Alchemist is gaining time left, right and center because Raman is not budging. He is not going to move. And he is going to fight it out with Abhishek despite being on really old tires. And I think at this point, yeah, with that line through there, I think it's obvious Raman is struggling and he's not going to be able to do much.
As Shrikant Das is doing a medium to soft and has come out on a set of softs for the final part of the race.
So
I don't know how good that was, but yeah, as much as it would be applauded, I would question that strategy because he would have lost a lot of pace in dragging those mediums, but they must have done their practice and they know their cars and they're driving much better than I would. So
at the moment, yeah, let's see. So Abhi right behind Sandhu there. So these two were embroiled in a tussle a few laps ago. Oh, we have Redstone right behind You Can Beat Me through Parabolica. Redstone is gonna get DRS, I believe, and You Can Beat Me doesn't put up much of a fight. It's a fight he is inevitably gonna lose because Redstone on fresher tires and with DRS, it's not a battle he needs right now. So You Can Beat Me. When's he gonna box? What do you think? Is he gonna take this to the end?
Yeah, I think now there's no point boxing. Yep, there's no point boxing now. If he had to box, he should have made the decision.
He's getting gobbled up.
Yeah, as much as if he can hold Hershey backs and get a P7, that would still be a successful result for him. Anything above P7 would be a good result for him, as SSN is at the back of Oxidize and so is Abhi at the back of Captain Sandhu, but no moves coming in there.
On Raman as well.
Yep, Alchemist is on Raman now. He'll get the DRS now coming out of Lesmos.
But
DRS
Abhishek
open.
Pulled away. Abhishek has pulled away by 3 seconds. So Raman's impeded Alchemist just as much as he did to Abhishek. And Raman, is he gonna defend? Is he gonna do something here? He breaks very late. Alchemist has to get a corner cutting warning there, I think. But yeah, Alchemist is fast. And Raman doing well on 17 lap old tires. He's doing really well to hold on to his position there. But yeah, I think at some point Raman is gonna have to cede position because Redstone Derp, who's had a tumultuous race yet again, as he has had in the past few races, he's had to claw his way back up, and he's currently P4. But
yeah, meanwhile, Sid Venkatesh on You Can Beat Me closing in, but I don't think that the corner might just come in too early for him on this occasion.
But You Can Beat Him not getting a very good run through the Retifilio there, Retifilio chicane.
The 19 laps on those hard tires, so they would be giving up.
Shrikant Das fastest lap. Alright.
The freshest rubber for Shrikant Das in the entire grid, along with UR Pradeep, who's done a double soft strategy. He's also, and Wicket Vicky has for some reason left the session
for some reason.
Meanwhile,
so this is just to mention, Abdul is right behind Abhi, and Abdul is on absolute pretty much fresh soft tires, so he's going to be one to look out for. We have of course cars overtaking Wicked Vicky. Should I invite him? I think I should. He deserves to see out the race. So I'm not able to.
As the Redstone is pretty hot on Raman on this lap, though Raman will also get the DRS from the car Alfa Romeo of Alchemist ahead, but Redstone almost kissing the res of Raman. But right now I don't want to get away from this battle right now. The McLaren of Redstone almost side by side, very close racing indeed. I think both Ramen has
Redstone, what's
almost
Redstone
driven
gonna do?
elbows out on this race as Ramen defends the middle of the track
Sid
and
Venkatesh
Sid
gets past, but
Venkatesh
you can beat me.
also making a move
Oh, Redstone
on
runs in.
Ubud.
Oh, he made contact with Raman's rear diffuser there. I don't know whether he has front wing damage. I sincerely hope he doesn't. But yeah, I think, was it lag? Was it actual contact? I'm not sure. But nonetheless, Redstone is stuck behind behind Raman. Oh, and Redstone makes a very aggressive move. On my screen, he cut the chicane. I'm not sure. I don't know. There's been a lot of spectator lag today, so I don't know what that was, but I don't think it's
Oh, I saw a car
much like
spinning
Redstone.
out
Pradeep's
and URL
retired.
Pradeep has retired from the session.
All
Is that a
right,
safety car?
and that's a
It is
safety
a
car.
safety car. Oh,
Oh,
is that a
this
blessing
throws
for
everything
you,
out of the
Kindy?
equation.
Yup. Is that all these drivers going to go on a set of softs, or are they going to see it through to the end of the race? Because you,
Oh,
let's see. I'm on board with Abhishek because this was the very last moment where a safety car could have come in, and it just came.
yeah.
Let's see what does
And
Abhishek
this
do.
is
Does Abhishek go into the
reminiscent of
pits?
Thakur was slowing down there. So what are they
Thakurva shouldn't
doing?
be heading into the
Thakurva
pits, and Abhishek is
and
also not going into the pits.
Abhishek stays out. Alchemist is going to box. Oh, all right. Raman stays
Ramit
out.
stays
Shrikant
out.
gets a penalty. Redstone stays out. So Alchemist taking a very aggressive gamble. There is going to be able
Sid
to overtake
Venkatesh
that many
stays
cars.
out.
You can beat me pits. All right.
Everybody stays out. Yeah, you can
Oxidize
beat me. It
after
should.
that. Pin stays out. SSN stays out.
I think all these
Captain
drivers
Sandhu
would be
stays out.
staying
Some
out
of them
now.
can pit, you know. We have Abdul who stays out. Abhi stays out. Shrikant Das staying out as well. I believe if they are further down the order, what's the point of staying out? They can just go into a
Yep.
fresh set of soft
Yeah.
tires.
Yeah,
So why
but
don't they
even
take
I would.
a gamble?
Yeah, even I would have. I agree with you,
Alchemist in
Chips. I
P9.
mean,
So, vintage pits. Alright. And Thakurva, yeah, he is.
it's
beating
better
the
if
safety car.
he didn't pit because at least he can unlap himself. Probably no, he's a lap down already.
Yeah.
No, he won't be able to unlap himself. I think.
No, he is unlapped himself. He was running ahead of Abhishek. I believe they were
Oh yeah,
playing
he
a
has.
very
Yeah,
clever
correct.
strategy game there, wherein Thakurva stays ahead and he keeps giving DRS to Abhishek. So
Yep.
Ferrari strategy working for once. I think
Yeah, it
that
did
is
work, but
rare.
I don't know if I'm not too sure, but if there may be
Oh,
steward
safety car
reports
in this
against.
lap.
Whoa, yeah,
The
yep.
field is not caught up yet. What are the race directors doing?
No, you
Yeah,
can't
you
do
can beat me.
anything. It's the
Stuck
game.
behind Wicked
Game is.
Vicky. Stuck behind the AI car. That's so painful. He, of course, on those fresh soft tires will want to get a move on, but Wicked Vicky's AI not allowing him to do so. Oh, I feel for you. You can beat me.
Yeah, but the game is coded that way. We will have 2 laps
Yeah.
of green flag
So let's
racing.
go onward
So
with Ramen. We have Shrikant Das falling down the order. What's happened? No, that's just safety car bunching up. So Ramen and Abhishek has gone very early. He's got Ramen napping.
he
And
has
I think the
indeed.
entire field has been caught napping because Abhishek has pulled away. He's already a second clear of Ramen. Abhi gets a penalty that's dicey there. But Redstone, he's gonna set after Ramen, and this is the penultimate lap. So any moves that have to be made within the next 2 laps. Redstone is a bit too far back. Harshi, Sid Venkatesh,
Oh,
no
the
one's
Red
gonna be
Bull
able
of
to make a
Abhi
move.
and Shrikant Das are side by side coming into turn 1. Shrikant Das
And
gets on
Shrikant
the
gets
inside
ahead.
and gets the move done, and so does You Can
Yeah,
Beat
on
Me
those soft
on
tires.
Wicked Vicky. So let's see what kind of inroads can these soft runners
Oh,
make
SSN
as
and what's happened to
Oxidize Rage
Oxidize is in
has.
the wall. Oh, that was a very
Was there
aggressive
contact
crash,
between.
high speed crash there. That was reminiscent of Pierre Gasly, but Oxidize went in rearwards instead of forwards.
I don't
And
know
we
if
had
there was
SSN and
contact
Captain Sandhu. We
there.
have Alchemist right behind SSN. Alchemist, who has of course given up track position for fresh rubber, and he makes
Goes into
slight
the
contact
back.
with his rear end.
He does,
But
he does,
Alchemist
but
is past, and SSN has no front wing. He has absolutely no front wing. SSN.
so
What's happened there?
was there contact between McLaren and the Haas
I
of
think so, yeah.
Oxidize and
Very
SSN?
Oxidize falling back, and
Harshi
You
is
Can
at the
Beat Me
back of
was fun.
Sid Venkatesh. There's an You Can Beat Me on mode push.
And
couldn't-
Harshi making a move around the outside of Parabolica. Redstone making a move on Raman. This is the final lap. Abhishek seems to be well in control. But Raman and Redstone side by side into turn 1. And is Redstone going to break late? No, they make slight contact, and Redstone has to hold back for now, but he gets a better exit as compared to Ramen through the cover ground. And Ramen, I think, is going to have to seat position, but he's gaining slipstream. He's gaining on Redstone, approaching the approaching the
He
chicane
almost,
here. Ramen on the grass. Oh, that is
almost.
dicey, and Ramen has to cut the.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was very reminiscent of Charles Leclerc versus Lewis Hamilton
and Hamilton,
from
yeah.
a couple of years ago. But a
But oh, we
yellow
have a
flag
yellow flag
again
for who's
for
that?
a
I'm not
slow-moving
sure. That was
car.
a
I
stray
don't
yellow
know. I don't
flag.
want to move out as the Aston Martin of
Hershey on
is
Ramen.
hot on Ramen
This
now. Those
is
old tires are really causing a pain
showing their
to
age. Yeah.
to Ramen as
Hershey, he doesn't send one down the inside. And
but Ramen
Ramen, I think
obliterates that corner like anything. He wants to keep that
Alchemist
position
gets
as
a
much as he
penalty.
can. And
Oh,
Alchemist
that's not going to help him. Shrikant falling back from Abhi. Shrikant and Abhi in a battle there. But let's just follow Oxidize, who's
Oxidus is
retired
retired
on.
from the.
I think he's
Oh, he's
crashed. He's not
at
retired
the
on track.
exit of the Lesbos. Oh shit!
But
That
Abhishek
last
is going
lap
to cross the
retirement is
line
still
and
causing him.
win the Italian Grand Prix. Redstone finishes P2, Hershey finishes P3 after Raman's penalty, Sid Venkatesh P4, and Captain Sandhu gets promoted up to P5. Alchemist in P6. Oh, he will be. I don't know how he'll be feeling after that late gamble there. But if Ferrari wins at Monza, oh, you can beat me gets a penalty for speeding the pit lane, and oh, that was chaotic.
Oh, a hectic race
Chaotic. And
indeed.
Thakurva in the other Ferrari. This is reminiscent of the 2019 Italian Grand Prix,
Grand Prix indeed.
where yeah, one
Charles
Ferrari
was
in
yep,
P1, the
and the
other one
other
P30.
yep.
So
And
Thakurva rounding off the final corner, and he's about to cross the line P14, and that is the end of the race. We had a phenomenal race here, and Abhishek's back on the top step. Redstone, he had a bit of bad luck at the start there, but he slowed his way back up to P2 very well. And
Yeah.
but I must mention there, it was fantastic teamwork by the Alfa Romeo boys. Neither of them were on the podium right now, but there was some really good teamwork by them
Yep, and
to
good points,
help each other out.
P6 and P8 for those drivers. So that's good points for them as well. So
Yes, absolutely. So let me just invite our podium finishers here.
yep, as I run through the grid, Abhishek starting on pole and winning the race. Dominant drive from him. Redstone dope despite the disconnections, and the last minute safety cars helping him out and getting back into P2. So the front runners, the front row is as they started. Hershey taking the P3, Sid Venkatesh, Captain Sandhu, Alchemist, SSN, Shrikant Das, Raman, Abhi, Wicked Wiki, and Vintage Player rounding up the points finishers for the Indian Racing League. As you can beat me with that spin at the end, not having the best of comeback races. Thakurva uh, almost a lap down, but a Ferrari sandwich is what the grid is all about at Monza. And
Yeah.
URL Pradeep, Deadly Mosquito, and Kalyan Verma are, and so is Oxidized Rage, are retirees from the race.
Can you
And
tell me
Abdul
Hershey's
Samad
user ID?
Hershey underscore 99.
99. Yeah, all right.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi Abhishek,
Hello,
we can hear
Abhishek.
you. And
Congrats.
if anybody from,
Thank you.
can you make sure your audio sharing settings are
Audio
on?
sharing.
Well, let me just.
And yep, Jishnu, a lot of incidents here and there. It was a dramatic race for sure.
Are we waiting on Redstone? Is he gonna join?
Hopefully he
I
does
think we're
very
gonna
soon.
wait for Redstone here. He's had an up and down race, so I would like to hear from him. I would really like to hear from him. So
Hershey has also joined, right? We're waiting for Redstone.
yeah.
I don't know that.
Should we start? I think I'll just tag him.
Let's just ask him on Discord if he can join. Meanwhile, we can definitely start with Hershey. So Hershey, good race there. A lot of very eventful. Lot of safety cars, lot of turn one drama, and good qualifying session. So take us through your race. How did it go? Yeah, before you go
Thanks.
on, please make sure your audio sharing settings are on. So
I
that
think I think they are.
perfect.
I want to say thank you to Captain Sanu. He's the guy who gave me the setup. That the setup king. He literally hooked me up with the best setup ever and the best advice. So thank you to him. And without him, I would not have been here on the third spot. Like, thank you. And like the race was basically, there was so damp in the first corner. I braked. Someone hit me from behind. That dragged me into another car. Then I got P19. I stayed in P19 for long enough. Then first safety car put me to P9 because people pitted. I didn't. Then the second safety car I pitted before that also benefited me, and P3.
Yep, indeed, a good result, a podium finish. So you are becoming a recurring visitor here in for the podium interviews and in the top three finish. So how are you looking for the drivers' championship and the rest of the races ahead?
I don't think I'm a beat because I don't have a teammate, so I don't think I can ever get a constructor here. So I'm just here for a lone wolf.
Right, a lone wolf doing a lot of good there. Chips, any questions for Harshi?
Yeah, nothing as such. So just congratulations to you and well done. You are actually becoming very consistent with your podium finishes. So I'm gonna expect to hear a lot more of you in the coming races. So just congratulations to you and well done.
Thank you.
All right, moving to our race winner, Abhishek's great race. Abhishek, congratulations on taking that pole as well as that victory. So take us through your race. How was it seeing the chaos at lap one, turn one behind, and you dragging away? Tell us about your
First,
race.
yeah, firstly, thank you. And also, I'd like to say good drive by the Alchemist. Very unlucky with the safety car there. And anyway, my race, turn one, I had a decent start. I think Redstone had a slightly better start than me, but I was able to cover him off. And I tried to brake late and go deep because I knew there would be chaos behind me, so I was trying to avoid that, which thankfully worked. And after that, I was just trying to manage my pace, manage my tires. I wasn't trying to push too much. I was trying to just try and keep Alchemist out of my DRS, and I knew it would be fine. And then in the end, the safety car, the late safety car was, I think, very tricky. I was not sure if I should stay out or pit. I was hoping that once I stay out, the guys behind me stay out as well. And I guess the restart was very important to me. I knew Raman had very old tires, so if I went early, I knew I would have better drive out of the last corner. And I was able to pull away for the first lap, and yeah, I was just finally happy to convert the pole into a win because it's been a frustrating past few weekends. So
Yeah.
I'm happy with the slightly boring race now.
Yep, congratulations. The win was certainly incoming, seeing the pace you showed us. And so tell us about the Ferrari game and the strategy tactics that you worked out with the lapped car coming out in eight and in your assist. So was that all planned or it just happened to be coincidentally at the right place on track?
Getting past the traffic was actually coincidental, but once I did get past Raman, I was trying to pull away from Raman first and then trying to let Takurwa unlap me so that if there's a safety car, he can come back into the field and not get stuck behind all of us like the last race. And we managed to work that out well. I asked him if he could pull away from me but yeah, it was fine. And then the safety car came, so we were quite happy with that because it worked out. But then we didn't expect the safety car to come in so early, so that was a bummer.
Yep, I think, and it just it with two laps of racing, I think, towards the end. But anyway, great show of racing. It Monza is definitely some drama that we get there. Chips, any further questions for our race winner?
Yes, I just have a few. So, of course, congratulations, Ferrari win at Monza is something I really wish to see, and you've at least fulfilled my wish there. So, we saw two very good examples of teamwork today. It was one from you and Thakurva. So, Uh, I believe you were getting DRS lap after lap from Thakurwa, so that was some good team play. But also we saw some very good teamwork by the Alfa Romeo of Srikanth Das and Alchemist. And you lost, I believe, 4 seconds, or was it more, stuck behind Srikanth Das. So can you just walk us through that? Were you worried at any point that you would get taken out or something?
Actually, when I decided to stay out an extra lap, it was because I thought I would come out in traffic if I pit one lap earlier. And I think, luckily for me, I think the Alchemist also had some traffic on his out lap. So when I did come out of the pits, I had quite a fine gap, which did come down because Srikanth was defending. So it was very good teamwork. At first, I thought I could get past him quite easily, but he didn't make it easy for me, and I realized I had to be patient. So I was just trying to get done with the lap and hopefully stay out of the Alchemist DRS zone still. And I was able to finally get past Srikanth, but that was good defending, aggressive and hard racing, but played out well in the end. So I'm still happy.
Yes, of course. So congratulations to you. That was really interesting to see. Your racecraft has also been very good. I believe this is your first win since Miami, if
Yes,
I'm not wrong.
yes.
Yeah, so congratulations to you. Nothing like a win on home turf. So
Yep.
Thank
just
you.
well done.
More to see you in the podium as well for the rest of the season. So good luck
Yeah.
for the rest of the races,
Thank you.
Abhishek's, or should we say rather to be precise. And thank you for all our viewers tuning in and watching this race, or whenever you would watch this race. And thanks, Chips, for joining on the comps box yet again. It's
Thank you
always
to
a
you.
fun show. And so, viewers, do tune in for our Division One race tomorrow, same time 9:45 p.m. IST, and we'll be around the circuit of Monza or the Temple of Speed for some more action. And until then, enjoy your weekend. Good night. Bye bye.